Very good day. My name is Shreyan Suresh Krishna from Team Hexagon 6, Team ID 73744. And in this video, I want to discuss my team solution, PhishGuard, for the problem statement, real-time AI ML powered phishing detection and prevention system. Let's begin with our prototype website, designed to show off our choice of model, usability, and of course, possible scaling. Allow me to provide a demonstration. Let me copy in the text of an email that I sent to one of my teachers. When I click Analyze Email, the content of this email will be fed to a machine learning model, which analyzes it and returns two outputs. One is whether or not the email is safe, its prediction. Is it a phishing email or a safe email? And second, its confidence in that prediction. Now, the model doesn't just analyze sentiment. It can also detect whether or not there are phishing links attached within the email. So now let's load up a phishing example. Here in this obviously phishing email, we see this suspicious looking link, http account-verification-urgent.com/verify now. When we click Analyze Email, the model is going to detect this link and say there is a phishing URL within this email. And of course, the email doesn't have to be perfect either. We can make one up. Urgent. Your bank account has been hacked. Go to fakebank.com to get it back. Now, when we click Analyze Email here, again we see the same result. Phishing URL 100%. Now, what kind of model are we using for this analysis? We're using the DistillBERT model, a distilled version of BERT trained using knowledge distillation. BERT is a model that was released by Google back in 2018, which stands for Bidirectional Encoder Representations from Transformers. Now let's take a look at this very important metric. It retains 97% of BERT's performance while being 40% smaller and 60% faster, making it highly efficient for NLP tasks such as text classification, sentiment analysis, and question answering. In other words, it's speedy, lightweight, effective, and suits our particular use case especially well. Now, the kind of model that we're using here has been trained on over 200,000 examples of phishing and non-phishing emails. It has over 67 million parameters, and its metrics are excellent. Accuracy at around 99.58%, F1 score and other metrics also around the 99 threshold. Now, how can we begin to scale this project? Well, our first idea was a Chrome extension. When a user is on Gmail or an email provider of their choice and they're reading a mail, they can click on the extension around here. And what will happen is the content of that mail will be fed to a machine learning model hosted somewhere. And in a window here, a transparent window, they're going to see the prediction of the model, its confidence, and maybe even an LLM-powered explanation as to why it's a phishing email. Second, why don't we use real-time phishing emails to train this model? That's why we had the idea of hosting a backend on the cloud. And whenever this extension is pressed, the content of this email will be fed to the database on the backend, and every 24 hours or weekly, those examples could be used to train the model. So now, what do we have at the very end? We have a comprehensive phishing detection and prevention system, which could be used to protect our most vulnerable senior citizens and children from phishing-related scams. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This is PhishGuard for your consideration. Have a fantastic day.